Detroit Lions taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25.
Good. 63.
First play, and Hurts looking to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Hurts. This will be caught by Brown. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down.
So Silver, ready? Crowd left Yeti. Hey, 73.
They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. First down. Strong. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
And even though this is a top 5 rushing offense, and we see this especially early in the game, they're going to do their best to keep you honest. They don't want you getting the habit of stacking the box, so that's a good throw there, and they're able to come up with the first down.
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackle for a 2-yard loss in the backfield.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
60 Vikings.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Strong. Escaping the pressure right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick is good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left, early in November, but they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Paul on a give up the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. The Eagles at 7-2 here on the year. Their head coach, he's got them believing in themselves. They've won 7 of their last 9 games now.
And the way they played last week defensively, when I watched the tape, I had to stop it a couple of times and count to make sure there were just 11 guys on their side of the field because they covered every angle and thoroughly shut down the other side. Hold them just 7 points total. They do that again, that'll get the job done one more time in a big way.
3rd and 5. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 23. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
The first down screen pass, good for 5. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll give to Hall. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. So on now the field goal team for Philadelphia. From the left hash, this from 37. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Oh, a good-looking return setup here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more?
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Eagles will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
Defensively going forward, they're going to have to watch out for him on plays just like that. It's a drag route across the field, and they're trying to free him up and let him run after the catch. That won't be the last time we see that play, and it works there to pick up a 1st down.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Goes out left, it's caught by Williams. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. 1st down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5. A tight one after 1 on EA Sports. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On third down, here's Hall. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. Fourth down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And his kick here is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run the offense.
Give him a yard on the run there. That's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
2nd and 10. Back to throw. Strong. Gonna throw right side here. Complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 35. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. second down. Here's Gibbs.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Already a pair of third down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this third down try. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 9 yards that time. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Wolf. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. This offense so far on third down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. In motion right is Tony. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And it's more play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. He connected on his first, this from 41. And his kick is good. And that will tie things up at 6-6. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
At their own 19-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Jalen Thompson picks it. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's Hurts to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. That third down conversion good for 23.
63.
But first down, Hurts. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Eagles are an extra point away from drawing level.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
It works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right?
Strong loses it on the hit. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they've got the football, and they're already knocking on the door inside the 5 at the 4-yard line. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. They'll run with Hall. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Breece Hall. That's rushing touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Eagles have moved out in front. So another rushing touchdown for him this year. Well, he's found the end zone quite a bit so far. Charles, that now an even 20 scores on the season.
And you know how often we use the term, opposing their will? Well, these defenses have become really powerless to stop him. That's what we've seen from him and his team this year. You know he's getting the ball down here in the red zone, but he's just got that strength of will himself, and he's used it to great effect.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Let's go now.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble that led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Operating from the gun, Strong. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked by the former Lion, Darius Slay. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Breece Hall with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Partner, Leonard, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw. Strong. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60%.
They've got his man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27. Again, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Come on.
Now a 2nd and 10. In motion left goes Smith. Back to throw again. This is caught inside the 15. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And this one is right through, and that gets him back within 10. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It'll be Lions football to start the 2nd half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this 3rd quarter offensively when you consider the fact that
and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the return will stop right around the 25. But that one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Breece Hall,
25 yards to the house.
and the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
The extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. And this is a situation where, as a head coach, you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one play away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here, or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Bryce Hall.
And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field, going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
They'll go again with Hall.
And he'll bring this one inside the 35.
81 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL in picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on first and second down, because that leaves them third and short, third and manageable. A lot easier.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Give to Hall running right.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be second down.
But obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now.
Silver.
Throwing is Hurts.
From left side, it's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. 30 yards.
And the Eagles are able to extend their lead. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the two teams by far, and that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A nice little gain.
That was a good run, and it should get the attention of the defense, but it can't just dwell on it. They've been playing so well this entire game. Maybe they just look at it and say, okay, congratulations, you got one on us, and just not let it turn into more.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They have picked up right where they left off in half number 1, just looking really dominant, extending this lead.
And it's fun to see when teams actually do that, because so many times you go into the half after playing well, and you kind of relax a little bit. We've got this. We can kind of punch the button whenever we get good and ready. But for a team to keep the intensity and keep the execution up and come back after the half and play so well, that's actually really, really nice to see.
And a pedal to the metal. That's what we're seeing right now. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. On the end around, here comes Williams. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
They need 12 here. It's third down. Hurts.
And now look at this. Big game, but a fumble.
It looks like one of the DBs has it. Well, number one on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the third. That right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
They'll set up to run the quarterback draw.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
10 yards on the pickup.
To throw on second down. Strong. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. Back to throw. Strong.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And now offensively, it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Looking to throw. Strong. Looking deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
To throw again. Strong.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
He's got his target. That's complete.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They convert on third with a gain of 22.
60 Mavericks! 60 Mavericks!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Mustang 19! Alert! Alert! 7 Pirates! 7 Pirates!
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. This safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it. I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Well, now, after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Well, hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So we'll get the penalty all sorted out when we get back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 32 on the play.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Pass to the sideline and put it in.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 28. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I want him out. They tend to leave him in.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. This pass out wide to Hall.
And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Breece Hall, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list.
And the Eagles add on to their 4th quarter lead, and they are on their way to improving to 8-2.
Now the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Strong. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 36. And quickly they get to the line. Throwing on first down. Strong. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Hassan Reddick, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Cougar 19.
Gibbs straight ahead. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. From the gun on 3rd down. Strong. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Strong. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Strong. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing on 3rd and long. Strong. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Strong. Throw left side complete. That's Gibbs. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So the Lion offense staying on the field as they're going to try for 2. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into